stunned by the beauty of the people and their culture and the way they dress. Most of my time in Guatemala has been spent in the northern part of the country where the Mayan Indians live. They dress in a traditional way. There's a store in Antigua which is called Nimpat, and it's a center for traditional Guatemalan textiles. They have these large hand-carved wooden canoes filled with all sorts of textiles that are damaged or have been discarded for some reason. I also found a store called Casa de los Gigantes, and they sell contemporary Guatemalan products made with the traditional Guatemalan fabrics that have been commissioned and specifically turned into designs that can be sold on an international market. There's also an association of weavers called Quen, and they are trying to preserve traditional Guatemalan techniques of weaving textiles. They bring in designers to introduce contemporary ideas. I returned to look through the fabrics, and I just found that every fabric embodied a village, a culture, a tradition, a person. They all tell a story. The simple shape and construction of these garments lends themselves to new garments being cut out of these lengths of handmade fabrics. Once I've selected and purchased the materials, I hand wash the fabrics and allow them to air dry. I selected an ikat print and a stripe. These are both bottom weights. They're fairly heavy. When I'm cutting, I cut around the holes and minimize the waste as much as possible. These garments will reflect the beauty of the fabric. I wanted to make sure that I incorporated that hand-done embroidery into the new design that I was going to create with this ikat fabric. I wanted to wear the traditional skirt as the women were wearing, and I wasn't happy with the fit. Most Guatemalan skirts are created in a tube. I opened this up, created the wrap, made darts around the waist. I made it a fitted waist, took off a little bit of fabric on one end and created a waistband with a tie belt. One size fits many different body types. My vision is to create wearable clothing. My immediate reaction when I looked at this fabric was I saw a skirt. I saw the rose pattern in the hip area and then the solid being the rest of the skirt. I took these three panels that are the women's top. I took them apart, just turned it back into yardage. And then what I did was put them on a dress form and came up with about 20 different design ideas. It's going to be very hard to decide what to do with this fabric. These people are born with a knack for textile design. It's part of their DNA. Their designs are linked with their Mayan religion, with their architecture, with their landscapes. Their culture is embedded in these fabrics. Designing the ikat vest, the fitted wrap skirt, and a dress from the rose top are great projects to showcase Guatemalan textiles. They're one-off pieces that are part of the collection of this project. However, the designs are classic and very marketable. These simple techniques to reuse existing garments or fabrics can be translated to the indigenous artisans. This would enable them to produce garments that have an international appeal.